Hi, I'm Tony Stefani with Hillside Christmas Tree Farm. I thought I'd do a little walk through the field post shearing here for this year. I just got kind of done wrapping up the kind of how to shear video, and I thought I'd give you a quick focused one on some trees. So earlier in the year I did kind of a little update on how they were growing. This one particularly was the tree that had like a 35-inch leader maybe. Grew from here to where that top whorl is, right? So we left that alone, we tagged it, and these are some trees that we want to develop into some tall stuff. This field will probably be opened up in 25, 26, 27. So 27, so we still have 2 more growing years. And right now we're not after stretching out height anymore, right? I'm 6 foot, maybe that's 7, so we're gonna have a monster. This is gonna be fantastic. This field was planted in 2019. And having tall trees is one of my objectives, and we got a good one. We'll go for a little walk. But one thing to notice is those branches are kind of long, but we want to see how our line is and how we shaped it and envisioned the whole tree as a whole when it's done. So this is a good one. This one, yeah, nice bud density. That's why we were able to leave this leader long. Nice natural crown. Next year, the next 2 years, we're just looking for 12 inches. We're looking for nice pop, nice density. Might have to bring in the bottom because we don't want to get too fat, but this one is a great example of how you can leave longer leaders, and we'll follow this through for the next couple of years before we harvest it. All right, so I'm going to grab the camera, go for a little walk, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of these trees. All right, so we got that one. So that's going to be a nice big one compared to, the tree next to it, which is probably 6 to 7 right now. And just things that we left long, you can kind of see this one right here, another one, good density, and we see our line. You can see our lines going, kind of envisioning the whole thing. Now this stuff here didn't grow, but we have good terminal buds on these things. Next year, hopefully they'll shoot out, and the year after they'll fill in. So for the most part, every tree this year, if it had a long leader, it got nipped, right? I'm not after stretching them out anymore. I have the heights I'm after. And 2 years out, we just want nice little density. Here's another big one. Good. This thing here is probably a little bit just as tall or a little taller than the one we just talked about. Here's another one that had a long leader last year. So just, you can do what you want on your farm, right? But this stuff does work. So, yeah, this was a nice cool morning today. And yeah, 50 degrees, better than the 90 stuff that we had. Here we are at 4 o'clock and mid 70s. Good day for this, but here we go. We're kind of wrapping up this part. We still have a whole lot to do shearing wise, but just a couple hours at a time and we'll get it done. All right, so that's all I got. Just a quick video. I just want to talk about that, how it looks. There it is again, other side. And yeah, haven't done these yet. Still wild, but we'll do them. Over here we're done. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know if you got any questions or something else you want to see. Nice 7-foot balsam right there. And yeah, good stuff. Oh, let's go take a look at this real quick before we sign off. So there were some trees that had some pretty heavy damage of deer and kind of making the corrections, right? So this one here, I think had a dead one. So I took a branch, kind of tying it up to hopefully fill the side. We see this dead side. We trim that leader down, and hopefully, maybe it doesn't sell in the 3 years, but we do, or sorry, 2 years when we open it up, but we'll see. But right now we try saving everything that we can, because I am a choose and cut farm and I don't grow tens of thousands of trees. Everything matters to me. I can save it for greens. This was another one. Buck rubbed on it. So we see the stem there. We come up, maybe we didn't know what we're gonna do, so we left it thinking we're gonna come back. Now we're here. It's kind of got the shape and structure a little bit set. Missing some density, but hopefully in a couple years we can try to bring this thing back. What you want it to look like is that one right next to it, right? Same height. Just, you know, deer rubbed on it. They like those ones right on the edge, right? This is a corner, maybe something, we ran into it with a wagon, I don't know. It happens. But like I said, we try to save everything. All right. So the pruning was a little slower going because of that extra work, but I think it's worth it. All right, for real this time, signing off. Have a wonderful day. Happy shearing. Let me know if you got any questions.